Hey 4-Hers, Mr. Will here again. I want to do another series of videos, a little bit different than the how to build a raised garden bed. This particular video series, I want to focus on something that for me personally has been really difficult. And I think if you're a 4-H professional like me, or a volunteer, or a teacher, or a youth, anyone who recognizes the importance of working with young people and in the positive youth development field, knows that it's extremely difficult not to see the youth you work with. It's been not just weeks, but months now that I've been able to see my 4-Hers, and it's been tough. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to do something that could reach out to them, let them know that I'm thinking about them, let them know that I still want them to be doing 4-H. And so I came up with this particular idea that I'm going to present to you in the next few videos over the next several weeks. All right? So in this video series, what I hope to do is show two things primarily. One, I'm still thinking about my youth and care about them. Two, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you're doing, you can engage in 4-H. All right, so even when we're practicing social distancing and we're staying home, those things we need to do those things, but we can still do 4-H, and we can still let our youth know that we're thinking about them, that we care about them, and that we want them to know that. So what I've got here in front of me is an activity that I'm actually going to package for my youth. And so I want to show that activity to you. It's right here. All that's needed for the particular activity is right here in front of me. I got this particular STEM activity from the University of Colorado Boulder. They have a wonderful website. It's called, the title for it is teachengineering.org. So that's teachengineering.org. They have a ton of good, quick activities that kids can do. They're STEM-based activities that youth of all ages can do. You can go check it out and get some. You don't have to do this particular activity, but if you want to do something similar for your youth, whether you're a teacher and you're doing it for your classroom youth, or you're a 4-H professional or volunteer and want to do it for your 4-H youth, you can pick any of those activities and duplicate what I'm doing in this series of videos. The one that I picked is entitled Creating an Electromagnet. And so I've got the entire activity right here, got it printed out and stapled. That's going to go to the kids. I also have a letter from me to my youth and to the parents as well, letting them know that I'm thinking about them, that I still want them to be doing 4-H. It's all right here in the letter. So I'm going to include that as well. And then the actual materials you need for building an electromagnet are also included. So the youth don't have to go out and buy anything. Everything they need is going to be right here, all packaged together. Very simply, it's just about 10 paper clips, a 3-inch bolt, a rubber band. This is copper wire that I got on a large spool, and I cut into about 2 feet, 1.5 to 2 feet strands, and then I stripped the ends of it. It's about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch stripped on the ends. It's all ready to go. The kids don't even have to do that. It's the activities, the wire's all ready. And then I have a C battery and a D battery. So they're going to try both of those different batteries with the electromagnet, and they're going to report back later. You'll see in future videos, they're going to report back later about their findings on this particular activity. And then I have a brown bag. It's going to be all packaged together. I'm going to write on here that it's to the particular youth and then from me. And I'm going to, well, I'll say how I'm going to actually deliver the bags to my youth for a future video. So everything they need, all of it packaged into the brown bag, and the kids are going to be able to build their own electromagnet. And so in future videos, you're going to see me actually deliver the bags, but you're also going to get an opportunity to see some of my 4-H youth actually building their own electromagnet. All right, so tune in to future videos. I hope this is helpful. Again, you can duplicate this for any activity. As long as it's small and somewhat portable, you can do this too, and you can let your kids know. Remember, the two things I want to focus on in this series: number one, letting the kids know I care about them, and two, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you're doing, you can do 4-H. So even when we're practicing social distancing and in our homes, we can still do 4-H. And you can still let your youth know that you care about them. All right, hope this video was helpful. Again, tune in next week, and we'll continue on this journey as I deliver these electromagnet kits to my kids. All right? Hope you all are staying safe. Continue practicing social distancing. Stay safe. And keep on 4-Hing.